Your grandmother walks in the room. Your parent sits next to you on the couch. That distinct smell fills the air, the one you can't quite place, the one that's unmistakably them. You're not imagining it. That scent is real. That odor has a name. And I'm Marcus from Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and today we're going to break down exactly what causes it, why it happens, and most importantly, what you can actually do about it. So hit that like button right now, because this information is going to change how you think about aging and cleanliness forever. Welcome back to Seniors Cleaning Hacks, the channel where we tackle real problems that families face every single day. Before we get into the meat of this topic, please smash that subscribe button. New cleaning and home maintenance content drops every week, and you don't want to miss it. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, whether that's an older family member, a caregiver, or a friend dealing with aging parents. Now, here's something most people don't talk about openly. There's a Japanese word, kai ishu, that translates to the scent of growing old. It's not rude, it's not mean, it's science. And the remarkable thing, it's completely normal and treatable. Understanding the root cause. What exactly is this age-related odor? Let me start by explaining what's actually happening in your body as you get older. When we reach our 40s and beyond, our bodies go through significant changes. These changes aren't visible on the outside, but they're happening internally and affecting how we smell. The main culprit here is something called 2-Nonenal. Think of it as a chemical compound that your body produces more of as you age. Scientists discovered this specific substance is responsible for that distinctive, mature person smell. You don't need to memorize the name, just understand that this is the key player in what we're dealing with.
The science behind it, how your skin changes over time. To really understand what's happening, we need to talk about sebum. You probably first encountered this word during your teenage years when puberty hit and suddenly acne became your enemy. Well, sebum is an oily substance your skin naturally produces. As we age, the composition of this sebum changes dramatically. Cause number 1. Changes in sebum composition. The actual makeup of the oils your skin produces shifts after age 40. Your body starts producing more omega-7 compounds. These omega-7 molecules escape through your skin's natural oils. When these compounds sit on your skin and clothing, they begin to break down and oxidize. That oxidation process, that's where the smell comes from. Think about what happens when you cut an apple in half. Leave it on the counter for too long and it starts turning brown. That browning process is oxidation. The exact same thing happens on your skin. Your body's natural defense system against oxidation gets weaker with age, so more of these compounds build up without being properly broken down. Cause number 2. Decreased antioxidant defense. As we age, our skin loses its ability to defend itself against oxidation. This is a natural biological process. Your antioxidant levels decline. This creates more opportunities for those compounds to break down and create odor-causing particles. Cause number 3. Slower skin cell turnover. Your skin replaces itself constantly, but when you're younger, this process happens faster. As you get older, dead skin cells stick around longer. These dead cells mix with the sebum and the compounds we mentioned, creating a perfect environment for odor to develop and stick to your skin and clothing. Cause number 4. Fabric and environmental factors. Add in the fact that many people wear non-breathable clothing made from synthetic materials, and the smell gets trapped. It can't escape. It builds up. It gets worse. This compounds the whole situation and makes the odor more noticeable in your home and on your belongings.
The practical solutions. How to reduce and manage age-related odor. Now that we understand what causes this, let's talk about what actually works to reduce it. The good news? You have more control over this than you might think. Solution number 1. Master your showering routine. First things first, showering matters. But here's the key. It's not just about washing your entire body once. You need to focus on specific areas where sweat and oil production are highest. Pay special attention to your back. That's an area that produces a lot of oils, and that's where sweat accumulates. Focus on your chest as well. Your underarms are critical. That's where the problem is often most concentrated. Don't forget the area behind your ears. This spot produces significant oil and often gets neglected. These are your hot spots. Use a gentle cleanser. You don't need anything fancy or expensive. Some people actually find that an oil-based cleanser works really well for this because it breaks down the oily buildup better than water alone. Water alone won't cut through all of these compounds effectively. Don't fall for expensive marketing tricks. Companies are definitely pushing pricey soaps and body washes, claiming they'll eliminate age-related odor completely. That's marketing, not science. You don't need to spend a fortune. Simple, gentle cleansing with focus is what works. Solution number 2. Exfoliate your skin consistently. This is absolutely crucial and often overlooked. You need to remove dead skin cells regularly. The more dead skin cells you keep on your body, the more places for odor to hide and build up. You don't need fancy exfoliating products. Mix salt or sugar with a little olive oil and use that. Alternatively, a simple wet washcloth with gentle scrubbing works perfectly fine. A dry brush works too. The goal is the same. Slough off that dead skin layer so your skin can turn over faster and you're not hanging on to all those odor-causing compounds. When you exfoliate regularly, your skin refreshes itself more quickly. New skin cells take the place of old ones. This reduces the surface area where odors can develop and cling to your body. Solution number 3. Choose your clothing materials wisely. Here's a fact that many people don't realize. Your choice of fabric matters tremendously. Natural fibers are your best friends. Synthetic materials are your enemies when it comes to odor. Nylon, polyester, and athleisure fabrics love to hold on to odors. They grab those smelly compounds and refuse to let them go. Even when you wash these items, the odor persists. Synthetics trap everything and make the problem worse. Cotton and linen, on the other hand, naturally resist holding on to smells. These fabrics are breathable. Air flows through them. Odors can escape rather than getting trapped against your skin. If you want to smell fresher, invest in natural fiber clothing. It's one of the simplest changes you can make. Solution number 4. Stop re-wearing clothes between washes. I get it, some days you just wear something twice. But here's what happens. When you re-wear a shirt that's been in contact with your body, that compound activates again the moment the shirt warms up. It's the same with that 2-Nonenal we discussed earlier. Heat triggers it to activate and release odor. Now, I'm not talking about blazers or outer layers. Those are fine to wear multiple times. But anything that sits directly against your skin, t-shirts, underwear, socks, undershirts, these need to be washed after each wear. This is especially true as we age and our bodies are producing more of those odor-causing compounds. Solution number 5. Invest in quality laundry detergent. This deserves its own attention because it's so important. When you do laundry, you need to actually use a good detergent. Budget detergent won't cut it for this particular problem. Think about what we discussed. Sebum and dead skin cells get embedded in your clothing fibers. These substances linger. They stick around. A weak detergent can't break them down and flush them away. You need a powerful formula with the right chemistry and enzymes to actually release these compounds during washing. When you use quality detergent, your clothes actually come clean. They actually smell fresh. Yes, it costs more, but it's an investment that pays off. Your clothes last longer, they smell better, and they look better too. Solution number 6. Harness the power of sunlight. Here's a free solution that works remarkably well. The sun. If you notice an item of clothing that has a particularly strong smell, hang it outside where sunlight can hit it directly. Leave it there for a couple of hours. The ultraviolet rays from sunlight actually have deodorizing properties. The smell will noticeably decrease. It's free, it's natural, and it works better than many people expect. Solution number 7. Wash your bed linens frequently. Your bed is a smell trap. Think about what happens when you sleep. You sweat. Your skin sheds dead cells. You're transferring body oils to your sheets. You're putting all the compounds we've discussed directly into your bedding. Many people also apply treatments before bed, skincare products, hair treatments, hand creams, and foot lotions. All of this ends up on your sheets. Your sheets become the collection point for everything your body is producing. Wash your sheets at least once a week. If you're dealing with significant age-related odor, you might want to wash them even more frequently. Check your mattress protector too. Check your pillow protector. Check your pillows themselves. If your bedroom smells stuffy and you can't figure out why, 9 times out of 10, it's coming from your bed itself.
Cleaning your home to remove lingering odors. Creating a fresh-smelling living space. Once you've tackled the personal hygiene side of things, you need to address your home environment. That smell doesn't just disappear, it gets absorbed into your surroundings. Environmental control number 1, air purification. Get a HEPA air purifier for your home. Run it regularly. These devices pull odor particles out of the air and trap them in filters. This is especially helpful in bedrooms and living areas where you spend the most time. Environmental control number 2, fresh air circulation. Open your windows and doors when weather permits. Let natural air flow through your home. Cross-ventilation, where you have air moving from one side of the house to the other, works best. This naturally replaces stale, odor-filled air with fresh outside air. Environmental control number 3, fabric and surface treatments. Products that trap and neutralize odor-causing particles work well. When you spray these products on fabrics, they bind to heavier odor particles and make them heavy enough to fall to the ground. Then you can vacuum them up. This actually removes the odor rather than just masking it with another scent. You can find both scented and unscented versions of these products. If you prefer unscented options, they're readily available and work just as effectively. Environmental control number 4, odor-absorbing substances. Place activated charcoal or baking soda in small containers around your home. Leave them in areas where you notice odors are strongest. These substances naturally absorb odor molecules, pulling them out of the air. They're inexpensive and they work quietly in the background. Environmental control number 5, regular vacuuming. Vacuum your carpets and rugs frequently. Odors cling to carpet fibers just like they cling to clothing. Steam cleaning your carpets periodically will help even more. These soft surfaces in your home absorb and hold odors, so regular maintenance is essential.
When to seek medical advice. Here's something important to understand. Sometimes what seems like age-related odor might actually signal a health issue. I'm not a doctor, but I want you to be aware that certain conditions can cause changes in body odor. Diabetes, for example, can cause distinctive odors. Infections can produce unusual smells. Certain medications can affect how your body smells. If you notice a sudden change in body odor, or if the smell seems abnormal beyond what we've discussed here, talk to your doctor. It's better to check with a professional than to assume it's just a normal aging process. Age-related body odor isn't something to be embarrassed about. It's not a sign of poor hygiene. It's a biological reality that happens to everyone. Understanding that helps you approach it practically, without shame. You now have a complete toolkit: proper showering techniques, regular exfoliation, smart fabric choices, laundry practices, home freshening strategies, and knowledge about when to seek professional advice. Before you go, please take a moment to like this video. Comments help our channel reach more people who need this information. If you have your own experiences or tips about managing this issue, share them in the comments. I read every single comment. Subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks if you haven't already. We release new cleaning tips, home maintenance advice, and solutions for real problems every week. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Share this video with your family members. Share it with friends who are caregivers. Share it with people who might feel self-conscious about aging. This information helps people feel better about themselves and actually solve a real problem. And because I love hearing from our community, here's this week's discussion question for you. What's the most surprising thing you've learned about aging that nobody really talks about? Drop your answer in the comments below. I genuinely enjoy reading your thoughts and perspectives. I had something happen to me recently that made me think about how honest people can be about the aging process. Sometimes the things we notice about ourselves or others can be awkward to discuss, but talking about them openly makes them less scary and more manageable. If you want more expert tips on keeping your clothes fresh, making them last longer, and keeping your entire wardrobe smelling clean and looking great, check out the cleaning video I've linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching Seniors Cleaning Hacks. We're building a community of people who care about their homes and their health. You're part of that community now. We'll see you next time.